Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's Reading the Red, this fantastic, sunny summer's morning. What a beautiful, beautiful day. Matthew chapter 22, verse 5, we read, "But they paid no attention and went their way, one to his own farm, another to his business." But they paid no attention. Meaning, even though the instructions from the servants had come on two occasions, that they were in effect chosen and called out amongst the nation to be that people to be invited to this wedding feast, they still chose not to come. It says they paid no attention. And I wonder how many times is God trying to speak to me and you and asking us to do things, to say things, to act in particular ways, but we pay no attention. His word pests us, presses us, convicts us, but we pay no attention. Well, they had received two occasions and they paid no attention to the instructions that the servants brought. And they went their own way. So they went their way. You know, if we do it our way, then we are doomed to fail, because we are natural eaters from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. We want to find out this and that. Adam and Eve were the representation of those who first took from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. But we are still eating in it. And when we go our way and do our thing because we think it's the best thing, that is when the problems start. And here these guys had received this invitation, but it says they paid no attention to the instruction regarding the invitation to come to the wedding feast, because they went their way. They went their own way. They did what they wanted to do. And that is where the gospel either makes or breaks someone. A person who becomes a Christian will only ever truly come into the kingdom of God when they learn to surrender their way to God's way, when they choose God's way over against their way. That's when the death of Jesus starts to live in each one of us. They went their way. It says they went their way, one to a farm, another to his own business. You know, there's always legitimate things. It's easy to see when we go our way and it's obviously wrong. You know, going there and robbing banks and gambling and drinking and drug taking and womanizing and doing the things that are obvious. But so often in life, the key things that distract Christians are not the obvious negative things in society, but it's the acceptable things. It's the things that say, it's okay to do that. It's not a problem. It's not a big thing. You know, everyone else is doing it. But it's the legitimate things. When we get distracted from the kingdom of God, we lose sight of his way. Brothers and sisters, I've spent my life wrestling with this battle of being focused on the king's business or on my own business. And I want to say to you that it's only when I'm doing the king's business that life really has a purposeful meaning for me. And I encourage you, even as Jesus invites these guys to this wedding feast, so you and I and we and all will come to this wedding feast. Not just the one that's coming, but the one that's here today. Go into the world today and be available to God. Thank you for joining me. Be blessed. Enjoy this sunny day. See you tomorrow.